All right, so corrections for Tuesday, March 24th in the math. This is page 8. So page 8, your must was 1 to 17, your should was 18 to 41, and your could was 43 to 46. So take a look at number 1. Number 1, you write two ratios equal to the ratio of squares to triangles. So what you have to do first is figure out the ratio for squares to triangles and then write two more that are equal. So the ratio of squares to triangles, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. And there are 3 triangles. And then you need to write two ratios that are equal. So equivalent ratios. Now remember, when you're doing equivalent ratios, it's almost like there's no wrong answer. I mean, there are wrong answers, but you can choose any number under the sun to multiply these by to get equivalent ratios. So I'm going to choose random numbers. You can choose different numbers if you want to, as long as whatever you multiply the first one by, you have to multiply the second one by. You have to use the same number for both. So I'm going to use 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 3 times 4 is 12. And now I'm going to make another one because it asks for two ratios equivalent to the one that we started with. So I'm going to pick another number, and I'm going to pick 8. 5 times 8 is 40. 3 times 8 is 24. So these are all equivalent ratios. So when you do number 2, you're going to have to do it the same way. Let's look at number 3. Number 3, write 3 equal ratios in the same form. So this is still the same thing we're doing. They're going to give you a ratio. It's written in a particular way, either in words or as a fraction or as a ratio. And you're going to figure out 3 more ratios that are equal, using the same thing we just did. So number 3, I have 1 to 2. So again, you're going to just choose a number and multiply both of them by the same number. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And then I'll choose another number, 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. And then I'll choose another number, 1 times 7, and 2 times 7. 1 times 7 is 7, and 2 times 7 is 14. So there you go. I have the ratio I started with. I have 3 equivalent ratios to that ratio, and they're all written the same way. Let's also do number 4. 3 to 2. So 3 to 2, written in words. That means all of my equivalent ratios are going to be written in words as well. So I choose a random number. This time I'm going to use bigger numbers, and I'm going to use 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. 2 times 10 is 20. And then I'm going to use 25. 3 times 25 is 75. 2 times 25 is 50. And last but not least, I'm going to use 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 times 9 is 18. So again, I've got the ratio, oops, I did not do what they asked me to do. There we go. Okay, so they asked me to find a ratio that was equal to 3 to 2 using words. which I forgot to do until then. Sorry about that. So I've got 3 equivalent ratios to 3 to 2, and don't forget to add the words. Don't use the ratio symbol like I did. All right, let's take a look at number 12. Number 12 asks us, state whether each ratio is in the lowest terms. So all you have to do is figure out, is it lowest terms or not? If it is lowest terms, just leave it alone. If it's not lowest terms, find the lowest terms. So 12, I have 4, 2, 6. So I know that I can divide 4 by 1, 2, and 4. I know I can divide 6 by 1, 2, 3, and 6. So the number they have that's the same, that's the biggest, is 2. So I divide them both by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Come on. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So number 12 was not lowest terms. So I had to find lowest terms. Let's take a look at number 13. Number 13, I have 5 to 2. And you think, is that lowest terms? You think, yeah, it is. Because the only thing I can divide into 5, both of these are prime numbers. The only thing I can divide into 5 is 1 and 5. The only thing I can divide into 2 is 1 and 2. So there's no number that they have that's the same, other than 1, which won't change anything. So lowest terms. I don't have to do anything, just leave it. All right. Let's take a look at number 18. So for number 18, it says write each ratio in lowest terms. Well, we just did that, but we're going to do it again. So 3 to 12. The numbers that you can divide into 3 are 1 and 3. The numbers that you can divide into 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The numbers that they have that are the same, that are the biggest, is 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So all the numbers 18 to 26, you have to find lowest terms, which we've done loads of times. So you should be okay with this by now. All right, number 27 all the way to number 41. That you have to write as a fraction in lowest terms. So all of those ratios you're going to change into fractions, and then you're going to find lowest terms. So let's start with number 27. So 27, I have 3 over 9. It's already a fraction, so I don't have to do anything except find lowest terms. All the numbers that I can divide into 3, 1 and 3. All the numbers that I can divide into 9, 1, 3, and 9. So the biggest number they have that's the same is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. So there's my fraction, lowest terms. Let's try number 28. Number 28 is written 4, 2, 8. So what I need to do is write it as a fraction, 4 over 8, and then find lowest terms. So I've taken my ratio, I've written it as a fraction, and now I'm going to find lowest terms. So you think of all the numbers you can divide into 4 and all the numbers you can divide into 8. I can divide 1, 2, and 4 into 4. I can divide 1, 2, 4, and 8 into 8. So the one they have that's the biggest is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So there's my ratio, changed to a fraction, and written as lowest terms. So you have to do that all the way up to number 41. So let's also